Greetings, everyone. This is Tape City here. For those of you who are seeing this on Tumblr, this is the first time you've heard my voice. For those on my Minecraft or anywhere else, you may have heard my voice in the past on YouTube. I used to do Tape Talks episodes back when I was in community college, but I kind of quit doing that. But things right now are at a point where I have to do a tape talks, and unfortunately, if you're thinking I'm gonna rant on about YouTube or the neighbor's cat peeing on my DoorDash or night shift watching inappropriate content on a scanner, no, this ain't it. I am talking about what's happened with Granny and what will probably happen to me in the future. So, to sum it all up, ever since March, my great grandma, who is 100 years old, has been in and out of the hospital and a rehab place. And unfortunately, it's just not looking good for her in general right now. So, to sum it up, during March, Granny got sick. And at first, I didn't know what was making her ill. But me and a close friend finally got Granny to go to the hospital and go to the ER, where it turned out she had double pneumonia and I think she also had a kidney infection. So she was in the hospital a few days, and then the hospital decided to discharge her home. Unfortunately, Granny was not able to walk very well, and within 5 hours of being brought home, she had to go back to the hospital because when she finally was able to try and get up, I had to hold on to her when she went to go use the bathroom, and unfortunately, she couldn't get onto the thing over the toilet to sit. And with me holding her, she kept getting lower and lower, and then finally, when she was her butt was about a foot off the ground, she finally fell. At that point, I called my friends. We came over. We had to deal with the messy aftermath, and she had to go back to the hospital. And she was in the hospital for a little while longer. She couldn't get up or walk, so she had to go to a rehab facility close by, and she was there for almost, I think about a month. I've lost track. It's just been a blur in a way. But she came home from the rehab place. It's right next door to the JCC. And she came home against medical advice only because she wanted to get out of there because she didn't like being there. She just wanted to come home. And they wouldn't let her go home until she was able to walk. And she was able to walk once over there. And then she was insisting on going home. So she went home against medical advice, was put in her chair. I had to take off work the following day to keep an eye on Granny. I tried a couple times to get Granny up out of the chair. She couldn't get up. Me and a close friend tried to get her up and couldn't. Later on, it was me and my mom tried to get her up and she couldn't. And then finally, a doctor came to check her out to make sure she was doing okay. He evaluated things, and Granny had to go back to the hospital. And that's where it was discovered she had somehow developed sores on her feet and a urinary tract infection. So she was in the hospital for that. During that time, my mom took over medical related things because the close friend is trying to look out for me to help me get started on my own once Granny is gone. And basically, she was in the hospital close by until a couple days ago when she was going to be transported to another place in Worthington, and her heart rate dropped on the way to the place. So now she's in Riverside Hospital, and she's still there, and she's still going to be transported to this place in Worthington. I don't know what it's called. But either way, that's what's been going on. I've been mostly home alone and enjoying it because I don't have to deal with the annoying things she does, like the TV on at like 100 at 10 o'clock at night, or her waking me up by accident at 1. But I do miss her, and I feel bad for what's going on with her. But everything going on and a lot of uncertainties going forward, it's taking its toll on me. Like, for all I know, I could be in 1 month from now, I could be in my own apartment for all I know, living on my own. And that alone would be pretty life changing because I've lived in the same house, the house I'm recording this tape talks in, my whole life. So that alone is stressful enough. I mean, if Granny passed away suddenly, that would also feel pretty bad. I would be even more stressed out because knowing she's gone. But in everything going on with her medical conditions right now, me, the close friend, and my mom all can agree on Granny at this point because she's barely able to care for herself, and I can't do much more to care for her than what I've been doing in terms of cleaning around the house, doing laundry, and doing errands and stuff for her. So it is just a big unknown, and it's taking its toll. And so for a lot of things that I was going to do, both online, on YouTube, etc., etc. A lot of things I was going to do are now on hold because I just don't know what's going to go on. But I just wanted to make this tape talks just to explain what's going on with Granny right now, and I'll make little updates as needed on YouTube, not via a short. But that's pretty much what I wanted to just say in a nutshell. That things are pretty concerning about going on. I mean, plans are being put in place. I don't want to say what they are because it's personal, but there are plans in place to try and get me set up to living on my own because, I mean, I'm 30 years old with Asperger's syndrome. My great grandma has babied me on my whole life practically to an extent, even though I do a lot of things on my own now as an adult. But still, it still would be a shocker to be knowing that I would be officially on my own without my great grandma. But basically, that's what's going on. So, for anyone out there who's saying I would do something, I apologize to Halo/Discord user Naked Chick. I'm sorry I never got around to making those episodes. I'm sorry for anyone that I've offered to do something for in Minecraft and haven't been able to do so. I am, in a way, I guess I could say I'm sorry to my followers on Tumblr that I have not been able to successfully get caught up on my backlog. Thanks in part to it just being that big, but also because I've been taking some time to just focus on preparing for the what ifs. So, I mean, this isn't scripted, so it's hard for me to kind of talk, but I did want to talk and get this out in the way. If I do more tape talks in the future, it'll probably be scripted unless it's another life update, in which point can't really do anything about making a script for the unexpected. But this is Tape City. Thanks for listening to me talk about what's going on and giving you insight for what's going on, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching.